Hello Minecraft friends. I have never spoken to you, but I'm here to introduce you the making of the Happy Kitchen Burger Fest. And it's crazy. You guys see here, it's crazy. And it's actually not a very big box that you get. We found this in an Asian supermarket here in the Toronto area. And I'm sure there's like thousands of videos like this, but today your host is gonna be Mr. Matt 1981, and he's going to be helping us put together the little crazy burger meal, which we have no idea how this is gonna work out because it's all in Japanese. But stay tuned because we're about to start making the Happy Kitchen Burger Fest. Crazy. It's right here. Crazy.
Here's the package. Open her up. Japanese got little tabs on everything.
But you're not supposed to.
Nicely wrapped.
You have to be careful because I think we use that. We actually use the plastic.
Yes, the plastic turns into, I believe, a placemat. So, we got more instructions on here. Again, all in Japanese. But at least they put a lot of pictures, which is nice. So, we'll get around here and be very careful. Alright, so I still have to do some more cutting, but this is what's on the inside. We have some very nicely colored packages, which is a little frightening because I have no idea what they are. So, little cup, which is going to be for the cola, and then we have our tray. Now, again, on the box, because they've got some decent instructions with the pictures, I know I need to cut this out. It's a pretty rigid plastic, actually. I'm surprised with that. It's a good thing. So there's my measuring spoon. Then alright, so we've got our pieces cut out, and now we've got to figure out which package to use. But just notice that on the box, the picture that goes with, or the instructions that go with the picture, actually are colored the same color as the packages. So we can still figure this out.
Well, it says right there.
Oh, actually, I can match the symbols.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah. So after going through a bit of the symbols, we've come to a conclusion that this should be the order. Now, we're going to start with the fries.
Now, there's gonna be a problem. We don't know how many scoops of water to put. Yeah?
There's a little 2 there. So, I'm going with the assumption that it's 2 scoops of water with this package.
Okay.
So, let's show it here.
And this is it right away. I'll show it to you, to our friends, and then we just make sure this.
Hoping they know what a 2 looks like.
It's right there. So it says 2 and 2 and 2. So.
So the stir there. So this is going to take a while to mix. Alright, so I've been mixing it for a little while. It's starting to get a little gummy. So at this point, I'm trying to get everything off of the mixer. Try being the keyword. And then, over there, basically with your finger, you just push it down till it kind of gets to a uniform thickness.
So then you microwave it, but that's why you have to make sure everybody, when they are doing these things, so Emmy says that it's best to just put it in like a 10-second increments whenever you're putting it there, because otherwise it overcooks. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna probably microwave all of the items together so that we can have everything warm.
Alright, so there's our compressed fries.
Or should we microwave it?
Well, we'll put that aside. So the next should be the, well, I'm gonna wipe this down. Sorry, next going down the box. Basically we're going to do the burgers, the patties, and then after that we're going to be doing the buns. So, let's see if we get this right. So as you can see, or maybe you can't see, most of the powders in there are very light in color. So, this will be a guess. But, according to the box, it's 2 things of water. It smells like a beef bouillon cube. So, I'm assuming that would be the patties. So you can see as soon as it gets wet, it changes color pretty quick. Oops. It very much has a smell of like a beef stew cube. Oh. But there we go. I think that's about as mixed as we're going to get. So as you can see, it gets sticky again. So this tray here, the one in the middle, actually has some texture. So we will put that one in there.
Okay.
So now I'm going to do a quick wipe.
The bread.
We're going to make the bread. It's all made out of these very interesting powders, which I'm sure is very high on the health scale. Alright. So, I should smell this one first. It smells like absolutely nothing. So, according to the box, it's another 2 of water. Alright, we'll start mixing the bread. As you can see, it's turning into from a white, very plain powder to a nice beige. It actually does have a smell. It's almost like a cheese, like a light cheese smell to it. And this, surprisingly, is a lot runnier than the other 2 we've made. Hopefully it's supposed to be that way. Alright, So now I'm going to split this in two between the two remaining compartments, which it does have an indent. Whoops. It does have an indent around there. So I will assume that I need to fill them up to that. One thing about these kits is that there is no extra for anything, so everything has to be done sparingly. That's probably fine. So now we have to put it in the microwave, and with the fries, which actually the fries have a very potatoey smell. Alright, well I'm finishing up cutting out a few of the items that were on the outside of the package. Put that on there. Now we have our drink. And this
You use
there. So there is our fry pouch and our drink, and on to the next step. So this is basically what the fry part looks like when it comes out of the microwave. So it just kind of pulled away from the edges a bit. And here's our patties and our buns. So they're still warm. They actually smell like meat. It's really it's quite interesting. So, but before we get into that, out. You can see it has the lines in it already. And with the other tool that came with the kit, basically kind of a knife. So we'll cut the fries. They're not very hard, but I think it's the way it's supposed to be. So, little fries. And actually we'll set up our placemat, and we'll have the fries set up there. So, cheese next. So it's the cheese, which is in this one. So, we've got one thing of water. Slight smell of cheese, not very strong. The powder, you probably wouldn't be able to tell, but it has a slight tinge of almost like a very fluorescent orange. So, but put it in here. And again, as soon as it touches the water, it changes color instantly. Supposed to come out to be a certain size. I'm just going to roll it up into a bit of a ball. Pick up all the parts and pieces that are in here. And then again on part of the packaging they have this blue rectangle. And supposed to flatten it out. Of course, we're making cheeseburgers, so we need some cheese for them. It says to make the ketchup. So, ketchup. Color changes pretty drastically and pretty instantly. Starting to thicken up. Just put that aside. Next, we are going to take these guys and cut them. So, there's our full bun. Not as pretty as the picture, but alright, now, according to the box, they have this as double burgers, where you can see 2 burgers, but I'm not that precise in cutting. Okay, 2 burgers. It cuts pretty decently. I mean, especially through the bread. So now we make them. So we have our 2 burgers. We have our 2 patties. We're going to make them into a cheeseburger. Grab our ketchup, which, yeah, it's got to a nice jelly-like consistency. So, put some ketchup on there, which actually has more of a reddish color of a strawberry jam, but we know it's ketchup. And then put our tops on. And what's that? Piece of the puzzle is included. So there we are. Smells like sugary, non-brand specific cola. And it actually, that's why they say don't go too much water. It's actually carbonated. Blows my mind. So give that a stir. We have our Happy Kitchen burgers and fries. It's a different way of thinking of lunch in a box. So, now we're gonna give it a try. Surprisingly, they taste a lot like cold McDonald's fries. So they just have a, put some ketchup on it. So as you can see, the consistency on the inside is...
Oh, that tastes like ketchup.
Yeah, let me try one with ketchup. Yeah, it's exactly like very tomatoey ketchup. So less of a Heinz, more of a grocery store, you know, no name kind of thing. All right, try the cola. there's a bit of carbonation. It's not so much cola flavored, almost cherry cola flavored. So very sweet. Obviously very sugary. But hey, that's all the fries. All right, we'll share. There you go. There's not a lot of fries. All right, now for the burgers. Okay. I'll give this guy a try, hopefully without making too much of a mess. Okay, so initial bite right through the burger. The meat has more of a kind of like a sausage, kind of compressed,
like a pepperoni.
Yeah. So, but when you bite through everything, you do get the hint of flavor of bun, burger, cheese, and ketchup. So I'm gonna take it apart and try each one on its own. So a bit of the burger. Yep, it tastes like a meat. Like I said before, like just like a meaty kind of flavor. Very chewy though. And the cheese.
It tastes like Swiss cheese. It doesn't taste like.
Yeah, it's not like a cheddar or a Swiss or anything. It's just like a Kraft single slice. Like it's a processed
to me, it tastes like a not strong, just not a strong.
No, like, there's not a strong flavor to it at all. So now the bun. Just like bread, but as you can see from the you can see the air pockets, so it actually gives it that bread type of texture. So it's a bit of a dense bread, but it's good. All right, so I'll put my mostly eaten burger.
You don't want to try the ketchup?
No, there's ketchup on it. So there you go. Nothing left. That was our Happy Kitchen.
It's kind of surprising. It's savory.
Yeah. Well, you do like condiments, so on everything. So, but yeah. Ours didn't quite look as pretty as the picture, but I think we did pretty good for our first try. So, give it a try.
And we'll be trying more soon. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and we have a few more in store.
All right. Bye, guys.